Europe has declared its readiness to send troops to Ukraine.
Europe ready to deploy troops to Ukraine. Post-ceasefire security plan. Discussed European partners within the so-called Coalition of the Willing have declared their readiness to deploy military forces to Ukraine in territories controlled by Kyiv, after a ceasefire is established. This was reported on the UK government's official website. According to the statement, on August 17th, a virtual meeting was held between French President Emmanuel Macron, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The meeting brought together leaders of the coalition to discuss the next steps following the Trump-Putin summit in Alaska, as well as continued support for Ukraine. The leaders met to discuss the next steps following the Trump-Putin summit in Alaska and to coordinate continued support for Ukraine, the statement reads. During the meeting, the leaders reaffirmed their long-term support for Ukraine and welcomed Zelensky's commitment to achieving a just and lasting peace, as well as his readiness for further consultations with President Trump in Washington. They reiterated their willingness to deploy security forces after the fighting ends to ensure the security of Ukrainian airspace and maritime borders and to assist in rebuilding Ukraine's armed forces, the statement adds. The deployment of European forces is reportedly part of a broader security guarantee framework being proposed by the United States. However, the White House has not yet officially endorsed the initiative. Zelensky is expected to discuss this matter directly with Trump on August 18th during upcoming meetings in Washington. Trump had previously pledged to provide Ukraine with security guarantees, but it remains unclear which countries would take responsibility for their implementation. As a side note, Axios previously reported that during the US-Russia summit in Alaska, President Vladimir Putin suggested China could play a role in providing security guarantees for Ukraine. The outlet interpreted this as a signal of Russia's opposition to NATO-led security forces.
Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe to the fastest news channels, hit like, and leave a comment.